Well, let's ask Jonathan Barratt. He's the managing director of Commodity Broking Services. So, Jonathan, what do you think the implications of this disaster are going to be for oil prices?
I think for oil prices, not too much, but I think for the industry, particularly for the deep water drilling, I think there are severe implications, and I think a lot of capital will move away from those, and I think some of these potential projects, I think, are all going to be shelved, and I really don't think it's going to go ahead.
Now, if they step up regulation, it's just going to be more expensive, isn't it, to do this kind of drilling?
Well, I think this is going to be a test case. It's really the litmus test, because, of course, you are quite deep. It's quite hard to actually try and cap any concern, or in a hurry anyway. So you've really got this period of, or this example of a catastrophe that, if it occurred a couple of times down the track, we're going to have similar disasters. So if anything, something this size, which at the moment is still unquantifiable because we haven't stopped it, I think really does suggest that we should be moving to some more safer alternatives.
What do you think it means for BP?
Look, I think when it looks at BP, they've already had quite a significant drop already, close to 17%. I think when you're looking at a collective clean-up of close to 17 billion, I think it's a major concern. I think in light, you look at the size of this. It's really the same, or pretty close to the same size that Australia earns for its total mineral exports. So right. This is of great magnitude and a concern for BP.
Now, let's talk about the tumble in oil prices overnight. They fell by $3.45, quite a fall there. What was the overriding factor there?
I think generally there are two things that are concerned. Obviously the contagion, or the threat of contagion, the expectation. Also, we saw a slip in manufacturing, the Purchasers Managers Index out of China. And I think people are getting that feeling that the recovery in these two areas are not as strong as where we'd expect it to be. Sure, the US is recovering nicely, but if you get the engine house of the economy having concerns, they're slowing down, and you have a contagion spreading that should affect economic growth in Europe, then I think that's where we saw the market actually start to sell off. And it was a very violent fall. And if it breaks through 81.50, I think hold on to your hats, because it can trip down to $75 a barrel.
Wow. Thanks very much, Jonathan Barratt there from Commodity Broking Services.